I've made this link tree so it's easier for you guys to get into contact with me. If you want to find out more about the course, it's over on my Buy Me a Beer. If you want to simply get into contact with me, it's over on my crypto Twitter or my crypto Instagram. How's it going, everyone? It's Louis Crypto here. I'm back with another quant update, and today we're going to be discussing this key level of support over here, whether it's going to hold or not. We're going to prepare for either scenario, so we'll dive into that today. Please do, of course, subscribe. That is going to bump the algorithm, as well as liking, commenting, and sharing the update. So over here on Quant, I'm looking for the most valid areas of support. So first of all, I'm going to start from the lowest point over here and measure this big wave up, just like that, with my Fibonacci's, and it's going to give me a golden pocket, which is already on the chart over here. So it's marked out, and essentially after this wave up over here, we're coming back down, looking for key areas of support. You can come as deep as the 786 over here, and we've actually reclaimed the golden pocket right there, and that's the confirmation of the support. So now we're looking for that continuation to actually get back all the way up to this price point over here, which is 228. But you can see that we've got a trend line a little bit higher, so that will be retested at some point in the future. So this is why over the last few updates we've had that 130 or 150% push in the thumbnail, essentially, because we have that to look forward to as long as these key levels of support can hold. And I've already mentioned them in the past. I'm going to use the psychological level of $100. As long as $100 is holding, then we've got chances of that massive breakout, and that would be a large double bottom over here, which we've been talking about now for some days on the channel. So this would be our bullish pattern, but of course you can see this is a massive down trending line. This is our horizontal support, and this is a pattern that I've been talking about ever since the capitulation down here. I said once we bottom out, there's going to be a dead cat bounce scenario, and we eventually got up to there. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to be measuring. I'm going to measure this whole entire push down, and it's going to give me a halfway point just like here, and you're meant to hold this as support. So we came up, we're falling back down to there, and you're holding it support, looking for continuation. Now that is the bear market box over here. I'm measuring to the low, dragging it across, and it's saying that in between 146 and 162 is where we should come back up to, in which we held resistance nicely there, and when we came back down on 2 occasions. So it's just showing you that this is a key area of resistance. This was also my bear market box marked out anyway, because back in 2021 at the end of, I was calling for this head and shoulders pattern, but no one wanted to believe. I gave 2 necklines, this upward sloping one and this horizontal one. Luckily enough, I told you all to actually get out over here with your quant and look for re-entries at about 120. So I know that it went a little bit lower than 120, but even if you sold there and bought back at 120, you would have created so many free quant coins. And that's the main thing. We're making more money when we eventually get back up to those prices. You're going to have more than what you did when we actually got up there. So that's a real good positive. But again, what is this Fibonacci saying over here, this bear market box? So as I've said multiple times, as long as we're below this, and when I say multiple times, I mean just over the last few months, I've been saying that as long as we are below this bear market box, we're still in a bear market, of course, but we should be expecting sell pressure. And that's what we've been getting the whole way down. Luckily enough, we met my target over here at 106 very nicely. That was coming down to that lower 786, and then we reclaimed that golden pocket. It was so vital to reclaim that golden pocket. It's invalidating downside towards 100, but again, if we lose this golden pocket, that's calling for downside towards $100. And I mentioned this some months ago, but if we were to lose $100, unfortunately, this would be your target to the downside, and this would force a wave down all the way back down to this low at about $45. Now, this will not happen as long as we maintain $100, and we are at 119 at the moment, so we are maintaining $100, and that is what we're mainly looking out for. But just hold above that, but we've been given a higher level, this one over here between 115 and $124. So I'm going to now scale down to the 4-hour time frame, look to see if it's holding this support which we gave a few days ago, and that was our target out of the M pattern that we see over here, 1 top 2 top, which I gave on the channel. So this was our neckline right here, and I said to everyone, if we do break out, and this would be our target, which we met exactly as we see over here on this red trend line of support, which was this exact wick over here. Because on the loss of that golden pocket, when we got back inside, you see lost it again, but eventually we broke through fell back in, held it as support, looking for that continuation. We failed to make higher highs, but we use this as our pivot point to try and make a higher high. So it's the fact that we actually bounced from here. I know we didn't break the high, but at least we bounced and got up there. So it's showing you that there is some level of demand here. We didn't need this pivot point to tell us that. The Fibonacci's told us this whole area is where we're going to be either using as support or resistance. And so when we get above it, it should now be used as support. So this is what we're trying to see, some consistency. Let's keep holding this level. And so eventually we should burst out. But a loss of this level, then we know what's going to happen. We're going to return back down towards 100 and 106. And I've just shown you the bearish targets to the downside if we were to lose $100 on the daily time frame. So I'm now going to just show you some more important levels as we zoom in, but again, they're going to be within this gold box. So from this low over here to this high, again, just reiterating the same points that I've been saying the last few days. This is a key level of support going forward, 115 to 120. We have some sort of a descending triangle over here forming. Again, this is just going to take us back down to $100. Let me just double check. Anywhere between 100 and 106. Okay, that's calling for about 100, so a retest of that 1 fib level. We know if the 1 fib level is lost, it's looking for these targets down here, and that would be below $100. So in the past, I also did mention, although that there's targets all the way down to 45 if we lose 100, there are some key levels of support beforehand. And I'm seeing a support at $83 right there. And this is essentially our low of the range, and this is our high of the range. And then we've got a point over here, which is where we're holding $100, which is actually where we are holding a support over here. So we came back up to the range high, and then we use this like as a midpoint, if you want to say, as a pivot point to try and break the high, but it failed. But this is a very key area of just a key area of interest for everybody for quant, and if it's lost, then we know we're coming back down to the lows over here. So I'm just going to draw, we've got a little wick over here, so I'm just going to mark that out as well. Oh, not with that. Guys, I hope you are enjoying this video so far, so please leave a like, again, subscribe, comment, and share the video if you can. Don't forget, you've got 2 more days to take action on my course. It's down to £90 from £150. It's 6 hours long, 35 plus videos. A few people have taken action in the last day over here, and they're now already in the chat and already studying. But here's where you can find the bookings. I've now actually opened up my mentorship for half the plan. If you want to just do 5 sessions, again, it's not the full thing. So just be aware that it's not the full thing when you're taking action on this. If you want the full thing, it's down here. You get 10 one-on-one sessions with me. But here is the course. This is going to go back up to 150 on Monday. So it's 35 videos, 6 hours long, starting from zero knowledge. You don't need to know anything. You can be a complete noob. That's totally fine. You'll also be part of my group chat where you can, find out more information. There's more information on my group chat over here. You can also just take a single mentorship session if you did want. So yeah, you know where to go if you want to take action on that, on those offers that will end on Monday. So finally, just to conclude, we were looking at this key level of support over here. There's a wick down to 77. There's some support over here at 83. And then we can see after this bounce, we came back down to this key area over here. So there is some support on that wick right there, hanging on that support. So it looks like we had a little fake out, came back in and continued. So there's a big chunk of support over here. Look at that, tying up with that 1618 target. Could it be that we have a little scare, come back down, get a little liquidity grab, come back inside and break out? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Don't worry, I will be here along the way. So I'll be here tomorrow with another update. Yes, that's right, a Saturday update for Quant for you guys. But other than that, back onto the 4-hour time frame, we can still see that this $119 level is still being defended. And if this is to print as the candle is at the moment in 54 minutes, this would be a bullish signal for a little reversal. But I'm not too focused on these lower time frames right now. I'm more focused on the daily and zooming out and just looking at the range itself, noticing that we are above $100 and that we are above the golden pocket. Although we did lose it, we've reclaimed it. So these are all beautiful factors. I understand we're below the bear market box. This suggests we're going to get continued bearish pressure. But as long as key levels of support are holding, there's a chance of breaking out, because as we can see, if we're still holding this golden pocket right here, we're going to come to the end of this where it's going to eventually force a move. Now, because we're under the bear market box, most likely it is going to, well, it's going to mostly try to go down because we're under the bear market box, meaning we're going to constantly see bearish selling pressure. So it would make sense to see a dump, right? But there are key levels of support that, if held, will not allow the dump. And so it will at least try. Doesn't mean that it will, but it will at least give it a go at trying to break out. Again, the most likely and what should really happen is a dump, since we're below the bear market box. But we're seeing things setting up for a bullish move, like this big wave up, failing to break above the bear market box, confirming it as resistance, but coming back down and actually not losing this point. So that's a bullish factor, guys, because it's trying to create a higher low to then create a higher high, and this would be that massive double bottom over here. So hopefully that would be the case. Otherwise, we can tell that this descending triangle is coming to the apex of this. There's a smaller descending triangle here. It's coming to the apex. So before the 20th of April, we're going to decide up or down. It'll be way before. It'll be this week or next week. It will decide. And then we will know if we're coming back down to the range lows of $100 and then looking for targets lower after the loss of $100. Remember, you can be at 100. That's not a loss of 100. You need to be below 100. So you need to be at $99. That's below. So if it's $101, it's not good enough. That's still above. If it's $100 on top, it's not good enough. That's still above. So it needs to literally be 99.99 cents. And then, yes, that's good enough. That's a break below. But until then, we've got these chances of forming this larger double bottom over here, and I hope that would be the case for you guys. Personally, myself, I don't really care what's going on. I'm always thinking long term. What's the future me always thinking? He's thinking that as long as Quant is under $450 below the previous high, whatever exactly it was, this is a great investment, even if it is up at 400. I just view it like that because one day we're not going to be anywhere near these prices of $119. And people are arguing about wanting to buy at 119, wanting to buy at 50, or wanting to buy at 80 or 100. In the grand scheme of things, long term, really long term thinking, it doesn't matter. You should just thank yourself for buying below the all-time high. That's all that really matters. Please like, subscribe, comment, share the update. I hope to see you taking action on the course. Please don't forget, this offer will end on Monday. You can find all the links here on my link tree. That's in the top right corner in the description down below. Here there's actually more information on the course and the mentorship. You hit the buy me a beer link, you can find, if you go to the booking section, the discount for my course that will last until the end of this week. So Monday this will go back to 150. So if you want to take action on the course, it's 35 videos, it's 6 hours long. You don't need any knowledge whatsoever. You can already be a skilled trader. That's totally fine. These are my personal strategies. There's even strategies in here that I don't personally use but still work. So you have a choice of what sort of strategies that you can build for yourself. I was scammed multiple times. I'll go through my story. You'd actually be surprised that I'm standing here today, but I had a never give up attitude, and that's the only way you're going to succeed. Again, this course has every single thing that you need, but without putting in the hard work, you're not going to be able to achieve your goals essentially. So it's all about being disciplined. You're going to be part of my group anyway, so you'll have my long-term investments, and I'd go through my past trades as well. So we go through them and my thought process of while I'm in the trade as well. We go ahead and do that. So that's pretty much it for today's update. Please do like, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell so you know when these videos are coming out. If you can share, that would be great. So retweet, share the video with your friends. So yeah, I hope to see you in my Discord community. You can find more information on just joining the Discord if you don't want to do the course. There is 2 slots on my mentorship, and that's over down here. So 10 lessons, 1 hour each, and you get my course included as well as the chat. So if you just want to see how the mentorship sessions go, you can actually just book one single session. A few people have done that in the last few days. I've already done one of the sessions with Anthony. So thank you guys for the support. Again, like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.